Hello everybody, SoCalthero here. Welcome back to another video of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. In this one, we are going to be on a very long flight that is easily going to take me until midnight my time, I'm assuming anyways, to complete and get edited and get it ready for uploading to YouTube here. For those of you that don't know from previous videos, we are taking off, or the title actually too for that matter. We are taking off from Dubai, United Arab Emirates, which is where we are right now, and we are flying to New Delhi, India. So the flight has changed since when Stoppel helped me put this together. Well, Stoppel put it together, and I basically copied and pasted it to my Discord for the planning process here. And according to SimBrief, we are stretching the range of our aircraft where it's not going to make it to New Delhi. I'm about 200 pounds short on fuel, according to SimBrief. So I have the aircraft maxed out on fuel. It's at 100%, fully loaded, ready to go. I'm not starting it up just yet because I don't want to waste any fuel, but I'm assuming that I'm going to have to find an airport closer when I start seeing the gas becoming or the fuel becoming a concern, and I need to land the aircraft and refuel. Because unlike Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, where I could refill myself in the air, you cannot do that with this sim. At least I don't think you can anyways. I haven't been able to figure it out yet, so that's the reason why I'm saying that. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start getting the aircraft started up here. Do we have lights in the back? Woo. Gonna give me little stutters just here and there just because of where we're at. Oh, there's no lights yet for my passengers, for my family, and the imaginary girlfriend back there. Why does this? There we go. Okay. So now there should be some lights back there. It is dark. It is going to be a morning flight here. It will be daytime by the time we get to the our destination where we're landing, because it is a 4-hour flight. It's about this local time is 1:13. That can't be right. I thought I changed that. Hang on. I was trying to take off at about, oh yeah, that's UTC time. It's actually 5:13 in the morning. Okay, that's what I thought. I tried to make it to where it wasn't too late in the day to be flying, to where we'd have a night landing, like a dark landing, but at the same time, as far as taking off is concerned, I figured why not get to enjoy a little bit of the darker moment up here in the cab, or in the cockpit rather. I say cab because I'm thinking I'm in an American truck sim. Let's go ahead and give the details of our flight. So as we're in flight here, there'll probably be a moment where if the fuel is becoming a concern, I'm going to have to find the nearest airport to land and refuel and then continue the trek. Don't know if I do have to do that. I don't know where I'm going to put that in the video. I may not put it in the video, but I'll speak on it when there you go, getting us a little bit of oxygen in here. We'll go ahead and turn the aircraft on, the fuel pump anyways. Let's get the aircraft started here. Gonna be taking off on runway 30L, I believe, is where we're flying or taking off from. Let me check SimBrief here. Yeah, 30 left, so that's where we're taking off from today. Yeah, I know about that. All right. But I'm trying to do this as quick as I can without using up that much fuel on the aircraft, just because I don't know how much I'm going to have available to me. We're going to go ahead and enter the flight plan here. Cruising altitude today is going to be 29,000 feet. We're going to be really high up there. According to SimBrief, that's what they want. The higher I can go to, the faster the aircraft can move as well for ground speed. So by doing that, it's going to help out with the fuel usage here. At least I believe it will. I could be wrong on that. Go ahead and get some lighting on up front here for me and the imaginary girlfriend. Gonna unset the parking brake, and we're gonna start giving the aircraft a little bit of juice here so we can start moving. Turn on the rest of our lighting here as well. There we go. Now we're moving. Make this U-turn out of here. So we are parked up where the commercial planes are to be at a ramp to be worked on and to be boarded as well. So that's the reason why you're going to see a lot of commercial aircrafts like Airbuses and whatnot over here, is because this is where they would park, but I had them move my aircraft over here just so I'd be close enough to the takeoff runway that we wouldn't have to worry about it. I am not seeing the taxiway, but I am going to make my own taxiway just for the sake of a feel here. It's the reason why I'm not really following it, and I'm kind of following roads instead. Yeah, there's all kinds of not legit stuff going on, I know. There we go. At least it's all pavement. Alright, we got nobody coming in on that side. I don't see anybody coming in on that side. I don't know why the encoding is getting jacked up here, and I'm having some stutters. Thought that was resolved in my last flight and on the last video there. I'm assuming it's because we're in Dubai, but I could be wrong. So Toga is set. The other video hasn't came out yet, so I can't hear the or read the responses yet from you guys stating why you need to do that, because honestly I don't know still. Yeah, the sim is really struggling. I think it's the lighting. I think being at an hour while it's dark, all this lights on the ground and being near it is causing the game to have some issues with it. There's going to be a hard takeoff too, because we're going to be super heavy on the aircraft. Oh, there we go. It's starting to smooth itself out a little bit. Maybe it just had to render more in. Alright, we are up. Positive rate, gear up. Kind of has hiccups here and there. It's not too bad, but it definitely could be better. Whoops. Trying to get this map set. There we go. On the ground anymore, so we can go to that one. Alright, starting to make our climb out of here. I'm gonna reduce flaps or high enough in the air that I just want to be able to get the aircraft up as high as we need it to be, while at the same time not consuming as much fuel either. So on top of that as well, I'm gonna be turning on the autopilot here really quickly. We'll wait till about 3,000 feet. We'll make it a little challenging at least to do some hand flying. Although it wants me to barrel out of here like a rocket up here at 10 degrees. Oh, I see why it wants me at 3,000 feet for the next waypoint that's requesting a specific altitude there. But there we go. We're at 3,000 feet. We're going to kick on the autopilot and the auto thrust already. Or auto throttle, rather. Let the aircraft do its thing. Yeah, I think that's why it's stuttering. There's just so many lights it has to load in, and I'm in a country that I otherwise most likely users on the server I'm on would not be in, so it's probably having a hard time with that, and that's why. We'll see when we land in India. The local time there will be definitely daylight. I don't know which time exactly it will be, but it should be daylight or daytime where there shouldn't be any lights on the ground so we can actually see. I do apologize in advance for those of you on cell phones that can't really see much. You just see my screens down here, but trust me, when we get into New Delhi, it'll be a little more visible here, and you guys will be able to see more on your cell phone. That looks like an aircraft too, with their landing lights on. Yeah, I wish my landing lights were like that. Look at my landing lights. They're just non-existent. Like they're on the wings of the aircraft, but they project no light in front of me whatsoever. So it is what it is, though. Go ahead and turn off our landing lights. We're not at 10,000 feet, but we'll get there pretty soon. It's not going to take us too long to get to our desired altitude here. But speaking of altitude, it looks like it's going to keep us below 10,000 feet for a little while before it gets us to our cruising altitude of 23,000 feet. The airport we're going to has no arrival, so it's just straight into it there, just on the approach. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do a direct flight to it and have the aircraft turn and save us a little bit on gas here. It looks like we're going to cross in front of somebody. Oh yeah, we're definitely crossing in front of them. Some dangerous stuff going on right here. Couple people. Looks like there's two more over here as well. I'm going to make sure the aircraft gets on course here, and then I'm going to actually put it in heading mode just to be on the safe side, because every time I do direct, well, not every time, but most times when I do direct to the approach, the aircraft can't figure out where I'm trying to go, and it just starts doing circles or flying off in the wrong direction. And with our fuel for this one, we cannot afford to do that. So I'm actually going to put it into heading mode, into the same direction as nav mode, just to be on the safe side. So with all that being said, guys, we are going to be climbing up to our desired altitude of 29,000 feet. Again, the block time for this flight is 4 hours and 20 minutes. So it's 6:30 my time right now. 8, 9, 10. Okay, I guess maybe it's not going to be midnight, but it'll be 11 p.m. by the time I start seeing the ground, I think, my time. Which I kind of planned for. I kind of figured this was going to happen, so it is what it is. While this is going on, I'm going to be running some errands. Obviously, I can't sit in this chair for 4 hours. I'd lose my mind. But anyways, guys, sit back, relax, enjoy the flight with the in-flight snippets that I put in there, and I will see you when we start getting closer to landing in New Delhi, India.
Sink rate.
All right, guys, we are back. We have already armed the approach, and it just kicked on right now. We're at about 5,200 feet, and at the next waypoint, we're supposed to be down to 4,100 feet. So we're going to be on the ground here momentarily. I'm still letting the aircraft do its own thing. As you see, the weather is not the best over here in New Delhi. And I'm not really seeing anything as far as points of interest, but it could just be because we're not anywhere near anything just yet. The airport's still a little ways away, even though we're about 3 minutes away from it. I can't really see anything, so I'm kind of letting the aircraft do its own thing right now, and I'm just letting it go as it is, and then I'll take over controls here when we're on the approach to the runway. I'm gonna go ahead and lower the landing gear right now just to start slowing us down a little bit. And then I'm also, well, actually I'll leave the flaps for now. I did run out of fuel. Well, I didn't run out of fuel, but I was way too low before I was gonna make it to here. I was about 250 nautical miles out from what I could tell from this airport, and I had about 38 gallons of fuel left by the time I touched down in, I'm not going to pronounce this right, I know, I believe it's Andhra Pradesh in India. It's a state in the southeast corner of India. There's a small airport there that it says it's the international airport, but that's neither here or there because it was tiny. I do plan to put the footage in. I didn't talk through it. I just kind of concentrated on landing to make sure I would be able to get fuel. And I might put it in the video. You guys can see me land. I landed, refilled the plane, and then took off again and headed straight to here. It was a good hour or so away from this airport here in New Delhi. So that was the reason why you'll see that if I do insert it in the video here. Flight time so far, according to the recording, is 4 hours. I usually start talking in the recording at about 30 seconds to a minute or two. So that seems like it's pretty accurate that it's been a 4-hour flight. It has been taking a little while to get here. I need to descend a little bit more. I'm off the glide slope. I'm off the localizer as well. Haven't seen the airport yet though. And as you can see, there is some pretty bad weather here, but it's raining, it looks like, to the north of us, like over there. So even though the weather is bad right here, it doesn't seem like it's too much to cause an issue for us. On the way here, it was pretty nice. We had some pretty strong tailwinds behind us that I think kind of pushed us along and made our flight a little bit shorter, because originally this flight was supposed to be 4 hours and 10 minutes, and I think we shaved off a good 10 minutes, and that is without landing. That's just straight to here. So I want to say that the tailwind pushed me, and had I not landed sooner, I probably would have saved a good 15 to 20 minutes. We're going to be landing on runway 8. There's only one runway here. I don't... Oh, wait. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I'm to the left of it, so I need to come to the right a little bit more. And glide slope and poppy lights say I'm a little too low right now. I'm going to give the aircraft just a little more power here so we don't stall, because I can see that yellow line coming up to me. Alright, glide slope is starting to level itself out. Starting to say we're too low right now. Everything's got to render in here real quick. There we go. We are down. And we can go ahead and put our flaps away. Oh, are we out of runway already? I was kind of letting it go for a little bit. Seeing these arrows makes me think we're out of runway already. Okay, no, well, I guess we kind of are and we're kind of not. Yeah, terminals and hangars are back here, so I'm surprised I'm seeing... I thought the arrows indicated like the end of a runway, so I'm always nervous when I start seeing them and I'm going in the opposite direction. That means I'm about to run off onto dirt and whatnot. But according to the chart, this is the terminals over here for this airport. So, and I do see taxi lines, so... Wonder why that's the thing. Maybe one of you guys can let me know in the comments why the arrows are so much like that, or like there's so many of them and it feels like it shortens the runway. But we're off the runway now. Let's go ahead and kill our ice lights, kill our landing lights, and where is it at? There we go. Turn off that. All the ice protection will turn off as well. There we go. Are we not moving? Oh yeah, we're not moving. Give the aircraft a little more gas there so we can start rolling again. And we'll delete the flight plan. Oh, what the hell? Come on. The lights are gonna start getting pissed at me. I'm canceling out all this stuff here. Let's turn this on and see. I don't care about the parking. Let me see if there's I'm not seeing any points of interest, so I guess we're gonna not have anything to check out here when it's all said and done. Wow, we're starting to get away from ourselves here. Did I see that that's set to park here too? It did. Okay, I guess we'll park over here by the fuel depot. So we landed in, after I got my refill, I have about 149 gallons of fuel, so that's not too bad. I took on a lot just to make sure I wasn't going to run out and I didn't have to stop again to try to get more fuel. I took it as far as I could before I was like, you know, I got to descend. I was at 29,000 feet and it was looking real, scary there when I was getting closer. I was just like, I better get some fuel. So luckily I jumped on the ATC communication, found the nearest airport code, and then when I typed it in as a waypoint, I was just going over it, so I had to descend. And as I descended, oh, come on, there you go. As I descended, I flew past it, but it was nice because I had to come back around and line up on it. You'll see it in the touchdown. The fact that there's no points of interest over here makes me feel like I should really add that other airport into it as well, since there's not going to be nothing to fly around at. So my scrapbook is probably going to look a little slim on this flight too. Man, this aircraft is sure dirty after 2 flights basically. As this is its second landing for the day. I'll take a picture of a dirty plane for the scrapbook here. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of it. Obviously, I'm curious to see how I did with the landing here. And then also I need to set the chocks. There we go. So looking at the landing gear in the front, I'm assuming I did all right for how I flew. But again, let me know down in the comments below what you thought of it. The next one is a 2-hour and 40-minute flight. We're going to be flying from New Delhi here in India to Thero, I believe is how you pronounce that country, but we should be flying near Mount Everest, so that'll be pretty cool to see if I do get to be close enough to it. I will try as hard as I can, because that would be pretty cool to see. Although it'll be really tall, so you don't want to get too close to it. But anyways, guys, thanks again for watching, and until next time, take care.